Good morning, teacher. I'm here because you told me you wanted to talk to me.
Morning, Nelson. Yes, I asked you to come here because you said you wanted my help.
Oh yeah, I just want to improve my English, and I want you to give me some tips to do it.
Students usually ask me that question. They always say, I can't speak English well, or how can I improve my English to speak advanced English or like a native speaker? That's why I have decided to make this video with the most important tips to help improve your English. So I want you to pay attention and take notes if possible, but more importantly, put it into practice.
Of course, teacher. I really appreciate your help. Please tell me how I can improve my English.
More than just tips, I will tell you some things you can do to improve your English. The most important thing is to practice every day. Decide how much time each week you're going to spend studying and stick to it. I know some people say practicing something every day is not good, because you get stressed or bored, but that's not true. If you want to improve your English, you need to practice as much as possible.
That's true.
But be careful. You have to be realistic about your time. Don't overwork yourself if you can't. The key is to know how to organize your time. 30 minutes to 1 hour every day will be enough. I will give you an example. I had 2 students last year. One of them just wanted to speak English, but the other one wanted to speak English quickly because he had to travel to the US this year. The first one practiced English 3 times a week, and that was okay. He learned a lot. The other one practiced English every day from Monday to Friday, 3 hours a day, and on weekends he did different activities to practice English too. He learned English quickly, but he had to set aside time to practice. He decided to work less and study more because he had an objective. What I mean is, you can learn English faster, but it will depend on you. Even so, don't believe those people who tell you that you can learn English in just a couple of months. That's not true. Even if you study 6 hours a day, learning a new language is a process. It will also depend on the level you have. If you already know the basics of the language, it will be faster. But if you're just starting, it will take more than just a few months. Another thing is to practice the 4 core skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. They will all help you improve in different ways.
Yes, I know this tip sounds obvious, but I have heard many students say they only want to speak English, not write or read.
That's nonsense. You need to practice all the skills if you really want to learn a language. You can't just learn to speak English, you need to practice reading, writing, and listening too. Obviously, you can focus more on one skill, the one you want to improve most, but all of them are important. Imagine you're at an interview, and you tell the interviewer you can speak advanced English, and they ask you to write your strengths and weaknesses on a piece of paper. What will you do? Another thing, when you find a new word or phrase, think about how you could use it in sentences and try to use it in a conversation as soon as possible. You have to use it. Don't just take note of the word and leave it there. really use it in a real sentence or conversation. For example, if you've just learned the word bet, then use it in your real-life experiences. I bet, but I lost, or I will never bet. I promise I will learn English soon, I bet. Always make it part of your life. Don't wait to see that word in an exercise, exam, or book. Another one, if you're interested in learning connected speech, choose an English-speaking show that you like and turn the subtitles on for a few minutes. During those few minutes, focus intensely on the difference between the pronunciation and the written form. I used to do that when I was learning English, and believe me, it helps a lot and it really works. What else? Oh, know yourself. If you're not a morning person, don't start in the morning. You will hear people say the morning is the best time of day to learn English because you have a fresh mind and things like that. That's not true. Not everyone has the same routine and way of learning. Some people hate waking up early, like my wife. She can't start in the morning because she feels sleepy at that time, but she studies hard in the evening. In fact, she learns more things at night than during the day. That's why I said to know yourself. That's really important. What else? Oh, make use of commute time to review what you have learned. I have heard some people say they don't have enough time to study English. That's nonsense. You don't need to sit down and open a book to practice English. Technology has changed that. Now you can listen to a podcast while you're going to work on the bus, while working out, or when you're taking a shower. You can speak to yourself, ask and answer questions. There is always a way to practice your English if you really want to do it, so stop making excuses. And one more important thing, give yourself a long-term goal. For example, taking a test or traveling to another country. You'll find that you work harder when you need to study for something serious, like the example I gave you about the man who had to learn English quickly to travel the next year. If you have a long-term goal, an important one, this will motivate you to work harder. I could give you more tips to improve your English, but it will have to be in the next video.
Yes, please, teacher. I need to know more about how to improve my English. What about you guys?
I hope you liked this conversation. If it helped you improve your English a little more, please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a friend. Thank you very much for your support. Take care.